As Justin Timberlake once said, it's gonna be May, and this means more video games are coming for your time and your money. Let's go through the pick of the month from the AAA to the free-to-play and the hidden gems along the way. I'm Adam, hello there. Stick around for more terrible dad jokes like that one. Next up, arguably the biggest game of May is Doom: The Dark Ages, a first-person gruesome shooter that pushes the player to stay aggressive on the front foot, rushing into the next battle constantly. The story of the Doomslayer was rebooted in 2016, and this part of the narrative takes place before that time, in the Dark Ages. This is a prequel. Back then, Doom Guy was building his legacy with a different skill set than we've seen before. Most notably, he carries a shield, which gives us a defensive option we don't usually see in Doom games. But that shield is also a weapon, with a ripsaw around it, and we basically become medieval Captain America. We also can parry projectiles and send them back where they came from. Doom: The Dark Ages may be a prequel, but the arsenal of weapons is the biggest ever seen in the franchise, and there's also a giant mech to pilot, and we fly a dragon too. And if that wasn't enough, there are open world segments to explore with side objectives. Doom will never be the same again. The Dark Ages comes to PS5, Xbox Series and PC on May 15th. When Elden Ring launched in 2022, it took over the world of gaming, and now it's back again. Elden Ring Nightreign, and this time it's a cooperative experience. In teams of 3, we venture into Limveld, and everything here is procedurally generated. The map, the enemies, the loot, the layout, and most importantly, the final bosses will change each time we play. The goal is to survive, as each day a ring of rain closes in around us, just like a battle royale storm. During this time, we loot up and gather upgrades, fighting off enemies and choosing which sub-bosses to take on, all with the pressure of time looming over us, as on the 3rd day, we face the real final boss. Nightreign is designed to be replayed over and over again, making different decisions in this ever-changing world. So yup, this is a roguelite. And the class we choose matters, as each has a skill set and a core ability, from the reclusive mage to the guardian tank and everything in between. Oh, and it's also possible to play this solo, but the game is designed for 3 players simultaneously. Elden Ring Nightreign drops on PS5 and PS4, the Xboxes and PC on May 30th, and it's a reduced price game. This one is only $40, €40 or 35 quid here in the UK. Another $40 game is The Midnight Walk, a handcrafted world which is the stuff of nightmares. In fact, the devs call this a cozy horror game, centered around an unknown protagonist known as the Burnt One, who is assisted by Potboy, a living lantern-like creature with his light showing us the way. Gameplay-wise, survival is the core principle, with stealth, distraction, and simply outsmarting the horrors around you. All to answer the question, who took away the sun? There looks to be 5 stories to play through and has a similar vibe to Little Nightmares crossed with The Nightmare Before Christmas. This is coming to PS5 and PC, and it's also VR compatible, so maybe it's time to dust off your PSVR 2. Midnight Walk lands on May 8th, and it's another cheap one, $40 US, €40 and £33 here in the UK. Okie dokie, let's move on to the free-to-play section. And it finally happened! After the last-minute delay of Fragpunk back in March, the game is now ready to release on console. In fact, it's tomorrow. Fragpunk is a tactical shooter with hero abilities, very much like Valorant, with each character, or Lancer in this case, having unique skills. What is more unique about this game are shard cards, literal playing cards that once activated change the game for everyone. We've seen weather changes, head sizes growing and shrinking, and even gravity flipped on its head. There was 169 different ways to impact each game, but now Season 2 is here, even more cards are coming in, like a feral hog that just runs at the opposition. We can bend the game to suit our playstyle or totally annoy your opponents. And I hear that a new Lancer has just landed this week too. If a game without violence is more your speed, check out Palia. Palia? I'm still unsure. This is a fantasy life sim. Our job is to simply live here how we see fit, building our own home, exploring the land around us, and taking part in tasks that in real life would be boring, but when gamified, they're quite enjoyable, like farming and fishing and going to the market. There is a story here about humans who were wiped out thousands of years ago, somehow returning, and you are one of the first and must find a way to understand what happened in the past. From what I've seen, it's a little bit bit Animal Crossing, it's a little bit Disney Dreamlight Valley as you build relationships with the villagers around you and other players online, all while cultivating and personalizing your little spot in the world. Palia comes to PS5 and Xbox Series on May 13th, alongside a new expansion which also drops on PC and Switch. And finally, an update on Splitgate 2, the first-person shooter that gives us the power of portals to constantly flank the enemy. After a successful alpha test a few months back, it's time to move on to a public beta, stress testing the servers and looking at customization in the game, from our weapons to our portals and of course our characters. As I'm writing this, there is still no exact date for when this begins, and there's no end date either. This could be here for a month, this could be here forever. We will find out later this month as Splitgate 2 officially goes public. May is absolutely packed with games worth your attention, so take a look at this one, Metal Eden. This is a blend of the adrenaline, fast-paced, free-running action of Ghost Runner and injects that with the aggression and gun-toting badassery of Doom. But this one is set in the future, as we are sent in to rescue the consciousness of civilians in an impossible mission that will result in many deaths. Luckily, our consciousness has been implanted into a cybernetic soldier with insane abilities like hyperspeed dodges and jet-assisted jumps. Metal Eden hits PS5, Xbox Series and PC on May 6th. Here's a $30 game now, and it's a bit of a blast from the past. In 2026, the next Onimusha game will release, and to prepare us for that, Onimusha 2 from 2002 has been remastered. Originally, Onimusha took the Resident Evil formula of the old tank controls and added a hero who had a sword, and all the zombies were replaced with monsters and other yokai, making this a hack and slash action game as we could fight back like never before. This time around, the abilities our hero has and the sheer amount of weapons on offer make this more of a power fantasy than the original game, and it's coming to last gen, PS4, Xbox One and Switch on May 23rd. Next, we're off to a strange alien world in Revenge of the Savage Planet. An upbeat survival game that can be played solo, cooperative online, or couch co-op in split screen. We'll be understanding our new world, scanning the environment around us, hunting down alien creatures, and unlocking new abilities constantly while exploring this unknown land. This series does not take itself too seriously. For example, running into a tiny gas-based alien will result in them exploding into a cloud of farts. Revenge of the Savage Planet comes to PS4, PS5, all the Xboxes, and PC on May 8th. Oh, and a quick shout out to Hypercharge Unboxed, the game that lets us play as a toy soldier and has us fight in the aisles of a toy shop or on the desktop of a kid's bedroom. The former Xbox exclusive from 2020 is finally coming to PlayStation, and May or June time looks to be the most likely. We'll look at it more closely when there is a solid date in place, but man, it really does look good. Hey you've survived another new games video, so I owe you dad jokes. Look at this one. I accidentally drank a bottle of disappearing ink. I am at the hospital right now, still waiting to be seen. I'll leave that one with you for a sec. Is it funny? I'm not sure either. I wanted to know what the lowest rank in the army was, but nobody will tell me. They kept saying it's private. Yeah, I didn't say they were good. Right, let's go a bit too far now. Did you hear about the dude who dipped his balls into glitter? Yeah, pretty nuts. Okay, to finish, one of the best jokes you will ever hear. You ready? Lizard! 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 Wait, is there a gecko in here? I'm Adam, you're awesome. It's been a pleasure. See ya!